how many times does this make now? I think 3. That's 3. There was the every release date video, there was the OP09 announcement, and there was my last video was actually about that as well. So that's already 3 videos out. So this is the 4th video actually. Hello everyone and welcome to Anything Geek. My name is Zero and we're gonna talk yet again about the product roadmap for the One Piece card game. Because you see, at the end of February I was starting to present to you guys the roadmap that I cooked up myself based on the previous data for the releases. And even though some of the things I got wrong, most of them was actually fairly right. Most of those were confirmed during the Bandai Card Game Fest announcement that we had all throughout 1 week. It was crazy. We got the announcement for the OP09 anniversary set, which is based around the 4 Emperors. We got the announcement of the 6 new starter decks coming into the game, as well as the reprint set, which we didn't really know, we didn't really had any consequential information on that. It was just dubbed One Piece the best. And my very last video was also an update of my personal roadmap according to all the information that we had during that period of time. And so you can see here on my own personal roadmap, I've updated everything with the latest that we know. So of course, Starter Deck 14 coming out in August, OP08 coming out in September, Starter Deck 15 and 20 actually coming out in October, and we're gonna talk about this in a second. But yesterday I got more information about what is coming out in November, and that's what I want to talk about today. Because you can see here on the roadmap and back on the official screenshot that I presented to you guys as well. On that screenshot, November was noted at the release date for EB02, but we didn't really had any information about this, so it's kind of weird. But what we did had information on was One Piece the Best, which is supposed to go out in July for the Japanese version of the game. And what I did for my own roadmap is I estimated that if this is going out in July for the game, which is 1 month before the anniversary, it should come out 1 month before our anniversary for the global version of the game. So November. That's why you see One Piece the Best noted here as a question mark, because One Piece the Best, the booster set, should come out in November. But we also have EB02 coming out, so we don't know if this is gonna be like another set or if EB02 is equal to One Piece the Best. And now there's a third thing that we need to take into consideration. You can see here, right here on the screen, it's noted PRB01, because the information that I got from my local game shop yesterday was that a new booster set is coming out for the game in November, and it's actually a premium booster display of 20 packs. So now I'm left thinking, is this EB02 or is this One Piece the Best? We don't know yet. We don't know if EB02, One Piece the Best and PRB01 will be the same thing, if this is just different name but the same product. We don't know yet, but there is a fair chance that it is. And so EB02, we know based on EB01 that it's gonna be a booster set with exclusive cards based on the previous block of the game, but maybe they changed it up, we don't know about that. And as far as One Piece the Best is concerned, the only thing that we know is that it's supposed to be a reprint set of alternate cards that were popular in the past. And so this is the reason that I think One Piece the Best is actually this premium booster display, because not only do we get the release date here on the screen from the distributor website, as well as the fact that it is named PRB01, but we also get some information on the same page as well, which is detailing what is contained in that set. And so this set is supposed to be reprints of many popular cards from OP01 to OP06 and includes new parallel illustration created for this pack. So already PRB01 is going to be a reprint set. You're of course not going to have the entirety of OP01 to OP06 in those boosters. That would be ridiculous and the pull rate would be so low that it would be impossible to get anything. But PRB01 is going to be a reprint set. So what's gonna happen, they're gonna select a ton of cards from OP01 to OP06, cards that were very popular, very sought after, or maybe cards with the lowest pull rate. We don't know yet really what their criteria will be for this. They're gonna slap a new alternate art on those cards and they're gonna reprint them in this set. So that's the basic of this set, but we also get new special Dawn cards designed exclusively for these booster packs. Now, you might think to yourself, okay, but we have exclusive Dawns each set, so that's not really like particular. Why are they mentioning this? Well, there's actually 30 new Dawns. And this is broken down into the rarities section. We have one leader only for that set, so be my guest. I don't know which leader is it gonna be. 23 common cards, 25 uncommon, 4 promotional cards, we don't know nothing about those yet, 21 rares, 27 super rares, and a whopping 8 secret rares included in this set, as well as 30 different Dawn cards. And so you can see that taking into consideration the 30 Dawn that is included in this set, we are at a total of 139 cards exclusively in this booster set, which makes it the biggest set we've had to date. And really the reason I know about this is because my local game shop sent me a message yesterday and saying, yo, is this any interesting? My store was literally asking me if like they should order this, and I said, well, you should order 2 bucks at least for me. That's a given. And this is why I always tell you to ask your local game shop and establish a connection and a relationship with them, because they're gonna give you tips. You're gonna be in the midst of all the information, and they're gonna take you into account, and they know about you. When you send them a message, they know who you are, and you're more than likely to get the products that you're seeking. Back to the roadmap though, we know now that PRB01 is coming and kind of what it contains. But before that, we still have the starter decks. Those are the starter deck 15 to 20, and there has been a listing for that as well. But quickly, before I give you the breakdown about the starter deck, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. We talk about anything geek, ranging from the One Piece card game to video games, animes, and all that good stuff. So if that's your jam, you're in the right place. And also, the more the merrier, so share this channel with your friends. I mean, it's not like you can only just play with yourself. And so for the starter deck, we know the release date. It is scheduled for late October. As you can see right here, it's the 25th October. And this is going to be the same from the starter deck 15 to 20. So all of those decks have the same release date. They're going to be released simultaneously. And we also get the description of the product. We have 6 colors of decks for beginners releasing at the same time, 5 cards with new text in each color. 1 pack of PRB01 will be included. And so what's contained in the box? You get your constructed deck, 51 cards, you get 10 Dawn cards, 1 play sheet, and a premium boosters of PRB01. And that concerns me a bit, because if you remember, I talked about the Uta deck and how it was such a letdown that those cards were just reprints from OP02, and it seemed that this is kind of gonna be the same thing, because I mean, we only get the alternate art leader, and Uta was kind of an exclusive leader, so the deck had that going for it. But it seems that we're just gonna have 5 new cards in each of those decks, so the entire deck is not like new cards made to go with that leader. There's gonna be 5 new cards, but the rest, I believe, is gonna be reprint. And I mean, the only way that this would be sort of fine is that if all those reprints included in the deck are from PRB01, because then you can say, okay, there's a bunch of reprints in that deck, but they are alternate art, so they're still cool to have. That said, just like I said with the Uta deck, it depends if you have followed the game since the beginning and if you are up to date on your collection. For instance, me, I have pretty much all the cards. There's just a few cards that I still don't have and I have to buy singles, but for the most part I'm all set. So reprints of those cards, I like the reprints if the design is cool, but it's not like I need to have those cards. But if you're just starting out, this is a great way to get past cards from the previous set and to be able to play them. They're gonna have the same mechanical value in the game. It's just that they're gonna be alternate art. So it's really up to you to make up your mind about those. I give you all the information I had, so make sure to pre-order this as soon as you can, because pre-orders are open right now, and I believe, let me go back to those, and you can see that on the starter deck there's a pre-release deadline, so your store is not going to be able to order new product past that date. So if you need to pre-order the starter deck or even the booster sets, the premium booster sets, make sure you do this before the 16th of April next month, because all those products are gonna come out at the end of this year, and the starter decks are for October and the booster set is for November. And guess what? We can probably assume that this is gonna be how the Block 3 is gonna look. Of course, the future will tell us if this stands true, but for now we can guess that it's pretty much gonna be that. But back to the present a bit. Right now we're in the midst of the OP06 release, and I told you guys that my pre-release didn't go that well. My local game shop still is in the process of receiving the booster box that he ordered, and so mine should be in the shop today. So I'm hoping I can open some OP06 this weekend to give you guys the video for next week. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to never miss anything geek. Bye guys.